You may know about the destruction of Alderaan and a certain Princess Leia from that planet, but would you like to know more about Alderaan? Then stick with me after the intro. Well, hello there, my name's Jeremy and welcome back to Freeform Star Wars. Today I'm starting up a new series. I'm calling it Better Know a Planet. And these are going to be quick little lore videos. First up, we're looking at Alderaan. Now, if you have a planet you want to see next, leave a comment and let me know. Alderaan was a lush, verdant planet. There are many aspects of the planet that were directly modeled off of Earth, such as the fact that it has a 24-hour day, a year which is close to Earth's at 364 days long, and its size is ever so slightly smaller than Earth's, both with a diameter of around 12,500 kilometers, and it even has one moon. So yeah, a little modeled off to Earth right there. The main types of terrain on Alderaan were forests and plains. Humans dominated the planet and their architecture was beautiful and, well, nicely, it was designed to coexist with nature. Alderaan was a wealthy planet and its people had a relatively easy existence owing to their position within the core of the galaxy. That means they were next to all kinds of trade routes and part of all the important discussions. As such, that means their art flourished, and the planet was often held up as a shining example of what humanity could achieve. There are even 3 well-known animal species from Alderaan which were spread throughout the galaxy. Those are Thrantas, also grazers, and nerfs. Nerfs especially were raised and slaughtered far and wide throughout the galaxy. Those who raised them were called nerf herders.
Why, you stuck-up, half-witted, scruffy-looking nerf herder!
Alderaan was not alone in its star system. There were 4 other planets in the Alderaan system: Risa, Leia, Avarandel, and Avashan. Although only Alderaan and Leia were actually inhabitable. And oddly, there were not very many moons in the system. There were only 2. Alderaan and Avarandel were the only 2 that actually had one. Alderaan is one of the oldest worlds inhabited by humans. But humans were not the first to live on Alderaan. An older insect species known as the Kilik lived there first, but had apparently abandoned Alderaan before humans settled there somewhere between 27,000 and 26,000 years before the Battle of Yavin, BBY. Around 1,000 years later, Alderaan was one of the founding members of the Republic. Alderaan would continue to be an incredibly significant planet for tens of thousands of years. Getting to more modern times, after the destructive Clone Wars, Alderaan became fully pacifist and got rid of its major arms. Senator Bail Organa became an outspoken critic in the Senate of the Galactic Empire. And secretly, Alderaan was heavily involved in supporting a growing rebellion which sought to overthrow the Empire. And very sadly and tragically, ultimately, the entire planet of Alderaan was destroyed by the Galactic Empire's first Death Star, killing around 2 billion Alderaanians. But even after its destruction, its legacy lived on and helped inspire many planets to join the rebellion, which would eventually bring about the downfall of the Empire. The remaining Alderaanians would return back to the asteroid field that was left behind, which had now been named the Graveyard, a bit of a pilgrimage that had formed. Meanwhile, they made their homes elsewhere, including the nearby planet of Leia. And that is, or was, the planet of Alderaan. While we do have a little more knowledge about Alderaan's past, for now much of it is not canon and resides as part of Star Wars legends. That includes things like the history of the Kiliks and why they left Alderaan, the Great Galactic War, being invaded by the Sith Empire, seceding from the Republic, a civil war in which the royal house of Organa won, and numerous other battles and prominent spots in negotiations and power struggles. And with that, let me go ahead and ask, what about you? Is Alderaan one of your favorite planets? What planet would you like to see me cover next? Let me know down below in the comments. And let me take a moment to go and thank all of my wonderful patrons. If you are interested in helping support the channel through Patreon, there is a link below in the description. And to everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, it would really help out if you give it a like, a share, and don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you back here next time for another new episode of Freeform Star Wars. Have a magical day, and may the Force be with you. Always.